welcome to Gadget Inspector's 3D special. 2010 is going to be the year when 3D finally comes into people's homes. All the television sets are going on sale in April, May time, and we've got our hands on an early version.
We have indeed, Harry. We're going to be taking a look at Samsung's special LED 3D TV and the things that you can do with them.
So let's take a look. This is Samsung's 7000 3D television. Now the important thing to bear in mind is it's a completely normal, top-of-the-range, high-definition television. 3D is just one of those extras that you get with it. So you have PC inputs, you have a 1080 high definition and very, very crisp pictures. So you can enjoy this, if you've got £2,000 or give or take, just as much as any other television. But let's explain how the 3D bit works.
Now, the magic of 3D happens in two ways. The first is the processor built into the television, which is able to process the 3D image. But the most important bit is actually at the business end, so to speak, of the 3D filming. And that's with studios such as DreamWorks, which are working on kitting out all of their Hollywood studios with 3D cameras, and broadcasters such as Sky, which are using 3D cameras to film football matches and other sporting events. Basically, they film a camera so you get the left eye view, and they film so that you get the right eye view. And then by using these special glasses which contain a battery, the picture is melded together to create a 3D effect.
Now, one of the problems with these 3D glasses is that in order to process the left eye and the right eye almost simultaneously, is they flicker. And a lot of people notice, both of us have noticed, there's a definite flicker even when watching a 3D image. You get used to it after a while, but it can be quite a frustrating experience.
Yeah, that's because these glasses use active shutter technology, and that means that actually inside the lens there's tiny, tiny shutters that open and close in sort of the refresh rate of the picture, so to speak, in order to pull it all together and to cheat the brain into thinking that you're seeing a 3D image. So they're quite different to the ones that you use at the cinema. And I have to admit that every time I've used these, I do notice that flicker in the background. Yes. I have to say, it's very impressive. You know, we've got a nice flat background here, and all of these ballet dancers are popping out the screen at me. But it's very impressive. We've seen tons of 3D stuff at trade shows over the last couple of years, but this is the first opportunity I've had to test it in a domestic setting. And I have to say, I'm not 100% impressed. So, for instance, where we're sitting here on Harry's very comfortable sofa, it's probably 5 or 6 metres away from the television, but my 3D glasses are no longer working. It's almost like I'm too far away to be able to see a 3D picture, but this is reality, this is real life, this is how people's lounges look. So I do think that's definitely going to be a bit of an issue for some people.
Yes, well, the question is, all these televisions are going to be about £2,000, £2,500, add in the Blu-ray player, which is going to be about £350, add in the £100 glasses, we're talking at least £3,000. Those sort of people, presumably, are the sort of people
who have a cinema room. You're right. I mean, eventually this kind of technology will dribble down the food chain as it usually does, and you'll be able to pick up a 3D TV in a year or 18 months for 600 quid. Having said that though, the Samsung telly that we are testing out is very, very nice television. Standard definition pictures look great, HD looks really crisp, and that's thanks to the nice LED screen that it's got. So I think as far as I'm concerned, 3D TV still got a bit to prove, but I like the technology, I like the potential, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Yes, I like the potential very, very much, but I am a little disappointed at the execution at this stage. I just don't think they're as good as some of the test models, and they're certainly not as good as the cinema. So I'm afraid I'm only going to give them, for now, 6 out of 10. But I'm looking forward to next year, when things are probably a little sharper.